Hello, Timothy, and welcome back to more Focus to Z, where once again we are looking at focus trees that no one really does in Hearts of Iron 4 because they're not worth doing. And we are really getting through this series. Last episode we did Lithuania, and that was a interesting game. Kind of guarantee that game's gonna have a lot more action than this one, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be any less chaotic. You see, today we're playing Manchukuo, where we're gonna be getting on Hirohito's wild ride and not being able to get off of it. You see, Manchukuo only has two paths, three if you count the exiled government from Japan path, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. No, we're gonna be sticking to one of the two paths we get. We can either break free from Japan, which is objectively the much better and more fun path, and actually form our empire in China, or we can go ahead and just strap ourselves to Japan. Now, unsurprisingly, strapping ourselves to Japan isn't very fun, but that doesn't mean we can't make it fun today, because we're going to be helping out this man and his extra chin, because we start all the way over as a Imperial Protectorate, which is the lowest amount of autonomy we can have, and it's not very fun, I can tell you that much. But we'll see if we can't fix Manchukuo up a bit and make it a bit of a better place. The only problem with all of this is obviously Hirohito's going to be going on his wild ride across Asia, and somehow we're going to have to make it so he wins. Yeah, because if you don't know, as of I'd say the last few DLCs and patches, Japan has a very hard time actually taking out China nowadays. But I'm sure with Pui's expertise we can get something going. Okay, we're working on getting rid of our bandits all over our country currently that are running rampant and making it look like a bit of a Mad Max movie. And it's pretty easy to deal with. All we need to do is get the army in the provinces the bandits are at and shoot them. Oh, the bandits didn't like me shooting at them, apparently. They just blew up my only gun factory. Okay. Ran out of bullets and bandits. What a interesting coinky dinkle. Okay, now Japan will be going in on China soon enough, and we won't be too relevant for that at the start. We don't exactly have a functioning economy nor army, so we're gonna have to work up to giving them a hand over there. You know, because we do get Semyonov, our exiled Russian general, we could put this guy to use pretty easily if we go motorized, I think, and do some really fast, speedy divisions. Now, obviously, he kind of ruins my stability and political power, but that's not really a bother for me, as I don't have either of that anyway. And we also get him as a general too, and look at that, 12% motorized attack. That's pretty nice. Okay, one thing I'm rushing down to is the National Cooperation Government. That will give us cores all over China, which makes it so Japan is definitely more likely to give it us in the peace deal instead of just making another Chinese puppet. Okay, so now we're fighting the Chinese. Things aren't exactly looking great for us. I just wiped out the rest of my stability and support, so we're gonna be sitting back for a while. I think Japan's probably got this in the bag for the most part. It's only usually when they get stopped a bit further in, that's when we'll come in and give our gracious overlord a helping hand. Oh, so I am already getting a whole bunch of autonomy just from the Japanese buying my resources, which is very nice for us because I do want to get up from our Imperial Protector, as it is absolutely killing us. Alright, Japan, I'm not too sure about some of the moves you're currently doing, but you are making progress. And the best part is the more land they take, it actually goes right to me for the most part. If I ever get my autonomy up, I'll get way more of it, but my factory count is going up. Alright, economy's actually woken up now, and I'm still gonna build in the homeland. I'm not gonna risk sending our men over there, because I'm not too sure the Japanese are gonna give us everything, but I'm sure they will, right? You're gonna give it to me? I also bought like the most random planes on the market, just, you know, why not? You know, I might also just buy some of these like light tanks as well and just whack them in as a light recon support in my motorized, because, you know, I don't have a lot to spend right now. Ooh, okay, I did mission to Germany, and that apparently made the Germans like me a lot. I'm gonna need as much of this as possible. Okay, the Japanese are super bogged down currently, but we are pretty much ready to give them a helping hand, and they've, you know, Already started that other little kerfuffle going in the Philippines. All right, the motorized strat is working very well. They are super fast, and we are getting some nice encirclements on the front line. Plus, with every encirclement land we take, we do push our autonomy up, and as you can see, we can almost go to an Imperial Associate. We're just going to keep wiping out all of these Chinese troops, and hopefully get them capitulated. Then we're going to have to figure out how to deal with their allies. Hey, actually, just upping my autonomy there just gave me, like, double the factories. That is... Okay, I'm feeling alive now. Okay, I moved down to the south here, capitulated the Guangxi, and now we're going to go move into all this undefended land up here. You can see the Chinese are scrambling away already. All right, well, that's a huge encirclement. Not in what's in it, just a giant encirclement. Yeah, we are whittling China down, but it is still taking a while. Thankfully, the Germans are doing all right, so we're not getting focused too much by the Allies, at least not at the moment. Annoyingly, it does look like the majority of the front line now is just British troops, which is definitely making things a bit difficult. All right, we're also finally able to do the two emperors, which will nerf our low legitimacy that has been plaguing us the entire game. I have found out a plan to finally end the China War once and for all. I won't give away any secrets, but there will be signs of what will... We're just going to throw all these guys behind the lines and hopefully something will stick. All right, I mean, they didn't capitulate from that, but that got off completely unscathed, and they are 97% capitulated now, so we just need to take some land. I also managed to sneak a Yunnan capitulation in there too, so it is getting close. Okay, took another paradrop, but we did finally get them. And I guess just ignore all the UK troops now stranded in China. Okay, so we've mopped the poor resistance there. Now we're just stabilizing the front lines on the UK here, and we need to figure out how to really hurt them. And I think I got a plan to do so, especially considering it's a late game right now. It's submarine time. Also, Japan's fighting the Soviets. I haven't been called in because obviously I am now free. I am kind of tempted though, because if we capitulate the Soviets, that'll help the Germans out a whole bunch, and they'll be able to do a lot more to the Allies. I think first things first, so we're going to get these submarines rolling, and then also we need to deal with India. Having all these troops here is not fun. I do have 24 of my motorized units. They're not exactly as good as they were when I had them in the first place, but they still do pretty well. I'm going to swap these out eventually for mechanized as well, so they'll have a nice bit of armor in them. And then yeah, we just need to take care of India. Just gonna have to hope Japan can hold out just a little bit longer. Realize I'm about to get jet engines before I am the first fighter airframe. Okay, safe to say, our submarines are doing a hell of a lot of work. And now with the Allied supply absolutely destroyed, we're just gonna hopefully mop over India very quickly. Soviets went in on me, not exactly prepared for that, but thankfully it looks like the Japanese AI's got a whole bunch on my border. We're just gonna keep going on India and then turn around. Also sent some of my subs over to Germany to hopefully help them out, because they are actually getting D-Day'd right now. Our job will be astronomically harder if the Germans go down right now. This is not looking good. Okay, that's India capitulated. Bad news is, though, I just noticed the US has landed in Japan. Definitely going to have to go save them. Okay, stumped that one out very easily. Right, next up, I'm gonna very easily walk into Vladivostok, and then I'm gonna turn my attention into Iran and Afghanistan over here, and hopefully push through the Caucasus over here, but it's not looking good if you can't tell. Okay, that's step number one on turning this whole thing around. Okay, Germany is, I don't think Germany's gonna be here in a few seconds. I'm starting to think that Hirohito and his wild ride was not worth it. Gotta look away for a second. They've been re-invaded. Okay, you know, I think I'm just gonna skip the invasion of Persia and Iran right now. Screw that. We're just gonna push straight into Siberia. I think we just had our bacon safe because Turkey just declared on the Soviets. And they're in the Allies. How you do it, you just wait for your two enemies to start fighting each other and then walk into their land unopposed. So we're really having fun with all our supply over here in Siberia. Like every step we go forward, it is in fact technically more of like 4 steps backwards as we just walk into the capital wasteland from Fallout 3. We can make it a little bit easier on ourselves, at least on the eastern parts, by just building ports. It's like the cheapest way to get some quick supply, and it is helping a little bit. Okay, as soon as Turkey went in, the Soviets just completely collapsed again, which is good for us. We're making our own push over here, and the Allies haven't moved an inch, probably because of all the raiding that's going on. Oh, it's 1951. Might as well celebrate by dropping a special surprise for Stalin. There we go. That is going to be our version of a collaboration government. It has to be. I think the highest I've ever seen the US casualties at. That is insane. I don't even know how they've managed to do that. I'm assuming it's them trying to push over here, and it's just not going too well. Oh god, yeah, even with them being at like 0 war support now, getting them to capitulate is getting to be a little bit hard. They have a ton of troops, but if they the Axis manage to push into Moscow or Stalingrad, it could be it for them. Yeah, but at the same time, the Germans, you know, they got like up to 600 divisions, but they are not in fighting shape. Best part about this, as soon as I've made my breakthrough here, I then get greeted by a great big welcome sign from the Allies in the Middle East. We're just going to politely ignore the Allies for now, though, and just push into Baku and then hopefully up into Stalingrad and get a capitulation going on somebody. You know, Mr. Hirohito, when you offered me a good old ride today, I didn't realize it would last to the end of my life. We're in 1951. Hey, supply situation's improved. Logistics have looked better, though. Gonna make that final push up to Stalingrad. Hopefully that gets them capitulated. Then we'll figure it out. They're up to 96% right now. I think we can do it. Hey, will we do it? Will we make it? That was... Yo, my thank God. I genuinely thought the day would never come that I saw this screen again. All right, I really don't even have like any points, so I'm just gonna take whatever. Don't care. Just wanted to make sure that we got them capitulated to make Germany survive. I mean, it's far from perfect. Let's be realistic here. Wasn't too sure why the Germans demanded that land inside of me, but whatever. Okay, now I ain't even gonna bother to attempt to take down the US this game. I think if we manage to get a capitulation on the UK, we'll call it at that, but I don't have a fleet. I don't think does Japan even have a fleet anymore? They do have a fleet, but trying to get them to get over there, probably not possible. I guess we'll try and save the Germans from this invasion that's occupied their country for like 4 years now. They haven't made any progress, which is funny. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit though, just to refill these stockpiles. Well, even though air supremacy or anything, these units are still holding up all the way to 1952. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what they are, yeah, really nothing special, but they're doing the job. Vienna just, well, it doesn't exist anymore. You know, I don't think there's going to be too much left to Germany after this. Okay, with that should be Germany secured for the most part. I mean, other than the fact they're currently sitting on scraping the barrel and have lost like 30 million men, you know, they're definitely pretty secure. There's a comeback, but the AI, well, literally none of them have convoys. And submarines definitely just cripple the AI beyond belief. The US still has quite a few, so I might just go start harassing them. Right, I mean, they bombed Berlin. We'll just call that even. All right, so to get across the channel, I'm just slowly building Japanese licensed ships. I've so far got up to 34% naval supremacy. Sometimes that goes up to 40 if I'm feeling crazy. But this game that's already gone on way too long is about to go on a little bit longer. Oh, we're moving. It's not much of a welcome party. I could oh, wait, I forgot I just nuked everything in the UK, didn't I? Oh. They just capitulate immediately. I think that, yeah, that might explain it. All right, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but my strategic bombers can get quite the world, huh? The sad part is this won't even give me a peace deal. I still need to capitulate Brazil and Turkey. I'm not capitulating Brazil and Turkey. Man, it's ridiculous how easy I just rolled over the US. Oh, Turkey capitulated, and I guess they didn't have a lot of equipment left, huh? But yeah, well, what was I saying? It's kind of crazy how quickly I just rolled over. But if you think about it, I don't think there's really any Americans left to fight. I mean, just in general. I mean, there's 72 million casualties on the Allies, 32 million on the Axis. I'm not exactly taking that many casualties. Japan has taken a few, though. And I also... When did you get here? There they go. Now, we would have got a peace still, but I can't be bothered. It is 1956. I've been here for hours at this point, and yeah, I just can't be bothered. There you go. I just annexed them in the console just so we can see. We need to... Okay, I'll take out the Mexicans. I mean, I ain't even going to get anything in the peace conference anymore. I'm at 8% participation. The fact that Germans lost so many casualties, I imagine it was carried them all the way to their participation, and I am mine very little. Okay, there you go. I mean, we didn't take out Brazil, but I can't be bothered. I'm so tired and done. There you go. That is absolutely disgusting, Germany. Yeah, like I said, had no points there. Couldn't do anything. Didn't want to do anything. I just want to be out, and yeah. Yes, I want off Hirohito's wild ride. I don't know what to say, really. That was a very, very, very long game. And very painful game, getting to the end of it there. But you know what? Don't do the obedience path, Manchukuo. That's all I'm going to say. Please leave a like and subscribe down below.